How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is Indeed Gaming here. I am in fact Mr. Indeed, and welcome to my channel. Please do like, share, and comment on this video, and we're gonna get right into it. Now, this video is obviously on my thoughts on Kyoshin. I'm not gonna really go over his kit like point by point. I'm just like, I think everybody knows his kit by now because I'm a little late. But I'm just gonna go through some of the things I like about the kit, some of the things I don't like about the kit, and stuff like that. And after that, I'm gonna get into the more obvious issues like his bugs. Now, one thing that I don't mind about his kit that actually threw me off, and I'm still semi getting used to that, is the fact that you don't get into the Kaze stance as fast as I thought you would. And to be clear, I think it's that more like if you want to throw the light or something from Kaze stance, you can do that fairly quickly. But the actual all block property of the Kaze stance seems to come out later, in my opinion, anyway. So it's not, excuse me, not really something that I take issue with. Like, it's just taking some getting used to, honestly. I can't say that I would hate if they made it so like you could get into it fast, like Aramusha's, but at the same time, it's not really a make or break for me. Now, another thing that I will say about the Kaze stance is that I think there's certain things that they could have done better, or they should have done better, I should even say. Like, I think they should have broken up the light finishing thing. I think they should have broken that up. I think if you do it from the light standpoint, it should do that. Should be able to do the light combo ends with 8 damage. I think if you do the zone version, only the zone version should come out, and it should do a little bit more damage, and it should be undodgeable, and obviously the hitbox should be increased. And then I also think that if you do the heavy version, it should do like 22 damage. So you should be able to execute from it, and you don't get the lights afterwards. That's what I think about it anyway. Like, and this is off of the this is, to be clear, off of the actual block, because as you know, the actual block does different. When you actually block from it and then you do like a heavy afterwards, it's different than the animation for if you just did the unblockable heavy. But either way, if I'm either way, I would say the light part should only come after the light, and you should be able to continue your chain afterwards. The zone version should stand on its own, do a little bit more damage, should be undodgeable, and obviously the hitbox should be increased. And you can continue your combo after that one as well. That one I would say would be better for more like team fights, especially like obviously if you just did if you just actually blocked with it, it would be unblockable, it would hit everyone around you, and you can continue your combo. The heavy one I think should stand alone, and you shouldn't be able to continue your combo after it. At least not with the not with the lights, not with the part, not with that part. Like if they want to make it able so you can continue your regular combo afterwards, then fine. But being able to continue with the light, I feel like that is a little bit too much. Well, not really too much. I think it's unnecessary. Like, I would rather that the heavy did like 22, 24 damage, and I could just execute off of it instead of it, having to be a little bit of damage for me to be able to do it, But that's just me personally. Like, the way it is now I'm not saying it's terrible or anything, but that's just something that I personally would change. The kick, the neutral dashboard kick. Anyone who's watched my Vortiger, my Conqueror, my Warlord rework videos, you know that I don't mind initiating bashes at guaranteed damage, being guard break vulnerable. So in that case, for this one, same thing. I don't really mind that. I know some people don't like it. Personally, I do not mind at all. I will say, however, that it should possibly be a little bit faster, even though I don't know how that's gonna look if it's a little bit faster. Honestly, maybe it looks weird. I don't know, but it's pretty reactable, and I would say like one of the things about Konk's Bash, Vortigern's Bash, and Warlord's Bash especially. Yeah, probably Warlord's the most. Well, I guess it's a personal preference or whatever. But they're less reactable, I would say, than the kick. So it's same thing, kind of like with Shinobi's rework. Like they made it so if you whiff the kick, you're kind of vulnerable afterwards. So it was like, well, the kick, Shinobi's kick is reactable even on PS4, in my opinion. Anyway, for me it was. So it being guard break vulnerable, I believe it was guard break vulnerable in the testing grounds. But you not being able to do like the backflip after you whiff it or whatever, I don't think that's good personally. Like it's too slow for it to be that vulnerable if you're on whiff, in my opinion. Um, One thing that I don't. At first, I thought it was possible that it was a bug, but actually, I don't. The more I think about it, I don't think it's a bug. I think it's just what they decided to do, and I just disagree with it. Is that if I'm sure everyone knows this as well. If you throw a light and then go for your heavy, if your opponent goes for a light after your light and you going into the heavy while you're in your chain, they can just light you out of your heavy. I feel like it's possible they did that on purpose because they have this the same thing. Like Zhang Hu has the same issue, and they haven't fixed it, which makes me think that they did that on purpose too. If anyone knows differently, please let me know in the comment section below. But either way, I think that they should change that. That's just me. I think that they should change that. I don't think that's necessary. Like, I don't really like it on Zhang Hu either, honestly, because as far as I'm concerned, if you're in your chain, like if you've landed one of your hits and you're inside of your chain, your opponent shouldn't just be able to hit you out of it, unless you're like, I don't know, charging like a bash or something like that. I don't know. It's like, but just like your regular attacks, they shouldn't be able to just hit you out of it. Like they obviously should be able to block and parry and stuff like that or dodge. It's like, but just hit you out of it, I don't think that's acceptable personally. But that's just my little bit of thoughts on his kit. I have heard some people say that he does too little damage. I don't necessarily think he does too little damage. Like it does feel like that some way. I mean sometimes, but I don't think it's I don't really think it's that bad. I don't think it's egregious like some people seem to think it is. But that's just me personally. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. And then we'll go more into more of the inner workings of the character, the bugs. I don't know how they're releasing one character and they have these bugs on the character. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't remember Warmonger or Griffin having bugs like this. Like the camera flicker on the right heavy, the bouncing back on the dash forward kick. Like I don't know how they're releasing this character like that. I can only imagine that maybe their staff is a lot smaller than we think it is, and they don't have as many people working on it. Maybe that's the case, but yeah, it's in my opinion, it's a little unacceptable for them to be coming out with one character and them having this many bugs. And not only that, if you look through his cosmetic inventory, he doesn't have any of those stupid gag executions, signatures, emotes, the Heavenly Mirage symbol, the symbol that like was hit, like the symbol that was signifying him coming to the game that he gets on his back when he uses any of his feats. He can't even get that. He can't even get it. He can't even get his own symbol. So like, there's a lot of stuff missing from this character. Which, again, if I'm remembering correctly, if someone else remembers better than me, because my memory's pretty trash sometimes. But I don't remember Griffin or Warmonger not having access to all the gag executions and stuff that were available in the game. You know, up until the point that they got put into the game. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they had all of those available to them. So it just seems like Kyoshin was kind of rushed out and just wasn't finished yet. Like they didn't finish even like putting in little things like that. and then obviously the bugs and stuff like that. It's just weird. It's weird to me anyway. But I mean, some people think Kyoshin's pretty bad. Personally, I don't think he's that bad. And I mean, I've mained Orochi for like going on 5 years now, so this is nothing to me. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think the changes that I would have made to Kazakhstan's are okay or are better? Or would you accept those? Or do you think they should leave it how it is? Because I think the little sometimes it's just one, it's a little much, and two, it's unnecessary. I would rather, like I said, being able to more reliably execute off of the Kazakhstan. I would rather the zone be a little bit more useful as far as it being undodgeable, and it obviously having a bigger hitbox. That's another thing they need to fix. I forgot to say, his hitboxes are beyond garbage. Like, and the thing is, it's like he doesn't have a long sword or anything like that. But at the same time, he was marketed in the dev stream as an anti-gank hero. You can't be an anti-gank hero with hitboxes that are that trash. Or at least I mean, I guess you can be if you're fucking Faram. But it's a weird to be marketed that way and have really bad hitboxes. Like his minion clear even is horrible. So those are just some issues that I have with the character. I'm still enjoying playing the character. Still going to continue to play the character. But I'm hoping that we get some fixes on at least some of these things. Like, I mean, the Kazakhstan, I'm sure it's going to stay exactly how it is. I mean, I'm sure that even if they've seen this video, they're like, yeah, fuck you, bro. But let me know what you guys think, I guess. And I'm going to come back with another video on a different topic that kind of pertains to this character, but also pertains to the game in general. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Indeed.